The English language is created by the people who use it.
Now I suppose you're going to put in a plug for the dictionary.
Right again. The dictionary is important because a lot of words are not pronounced as they look. For example.
But it's due Monday, Bill.
I know. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, real good. Have you done your report?
But the English spoken in America is just one variety of the language. People who live in different English-speaking countries speak different kinds of English. These are Australians.
We won't know ourselves next Monday.
Why, Mum?
Dad's ordered a new washing machine that'll run on our plant. It's on its way up from Sydney.
Listen to the way a New Zealander speaks as he tells about his English-speaking country.
New Zealand covers a little more than 100,000 square miles, and our population is more than 2 million.
And we can find another variety of English in London, England.
See there, Susan. Those bears come from North America. They look jolly fierce.
Michael, don't lean over so far.
Do as your mother tells you, Michael.
All right, Dad. It's just that they put on such a show.
So the English language today sounds different in the different places where it's spoken around the world. One cause of these differences is pronunciation. For example, let's think about a business office. An American would say,
"This girl is a secretary."
but an Englishman would say,
This girl is the secretary.
And I would say, "This place where you keep your car is a garage."
To me, it's a garage.
where does an American scientist work?
In a laboratory.
Where does an English scientist work?
In a laboratory.
So, differing pronunciation is one example of differences in English today. Another cause of differences is the different words English-speaking people use for the same things. For example, take cars. What would an American call this type of car?
A sedan.
I'd call it a saloon.
What about the parts of a car?
We raise the hood to check the spark plugs.
We raise the bonnet to check the sparking plugs. And now you can see the windscreen.
To us, that's the windshield. And this is a fender.
It's a mudguard, or wing to us. And that's the boot that just opened.
The trunk to us.
The English language is also different in various parts of the world because the same words have different meanings. This, for instance, what's the surface of the street called?
The pavement.
No, that's the pavement over there, where people walk.
That's the sidewalk. And the boy on the sidewalk is eating French fries.
To us, they're chips.
These are chips.
Not to us. To us, they're crisps.
And varieties of English today also differ with expressions. For instance, what do you think of this elegant dinner?
Ooh, some spread.
A super tuck-in. Oh, good show.
Nice going.
Which shows how different expressions, as well as words, word meanings, and pronunciations, help make English different in the different parts of the English-speaking world, like England, and Canada, and the United States. Even here, English varies. This is Richmond, Virginia.
Does anyone want to ask Jennifer any questions?
Your name is Jennifer Jenkins. The song's name is Jenny Jenkins. Why is your name like the song's name?
Is there anything special about the song?
And this is Chicago.
Jeff, I'd like you to meet Peggy and her brother Ted. They've just moved here from New York.
Pleased to meet you, Peggy. Ted, what's it like in New York?
Well,
So people who live in different places speak their own varieties of English. But what sort of work they do also affects the way they speak. Think of the doctors, nurses, and technicians who work in a hospital. Theirs is a specialized occupation. Special vocabularies usually develop from occupations like this. So there are medical vocabularies.
We'll suture the bypass graft just below the lesion.
And legal vocabularies.
We could always plead nolo to avoid private claims and litigate only the issue of estoppel.
And motion picture vocabularies.
All right, now keep panning as we dolly. Now, zoom into close.
Spacecraft test conductor
and space technology vocabularies.
Of his personnel in the control room all report they are go for the mission, and this has been reported to the test supervisor, Bill Schick. The test supervisor now going through some status checks. Launch operations manager Paul Donnelly reports go for launch. Launch director Rocco Petrone.
New words that specialized fields develop are spread through the English-speaking world by newspapers and other kinds of communication. At the same time, media add to the variety of English by using specially coined words. Recording is called a cassette. Even though just part of a television set is the picture tube, you know that what's on the tube means what's on TV. On the tube, the television, TV, you hear people speak many varieties of English.
Today,
and you pick up many new expressions, words, and figures of speech. Besides, many English-speaking people are on the move, carrying with them their varieties of English, hearing the many sounds of their native tongue. Easterners go to the Midwest to see Lincoln's home in Springfield, Illinois. Midwesterners go east to Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvanians go south to Williamsburg, Virginia. New Zealanders go to Quebec in Canada. And Canadians go to London, helping our language change more rapidly than ever before. Our world is different from what it was in the past, and so is our language. Our language is changing and growing and changing. And the changes are rapid. Our language is being enriched by the people who use it. This is the state of our language today.